Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Cat's Track. We post an interview with an amazing Canadian each weekday for your daily inspiration. Today, I would like to introduce you to my dear friend, Lee Cassells. Lee was born in Glasgow, Scotland. He is a happy husband to his wonderful wife, Marlene. He is also a proud father to three amazing humans, ages 12, 19, and 22. Besides his loved ones, Lee is passionate about spending time with his family and friends. They love Vancouver Island and taking full advantage of what island life has to offer. This includes paddleboarding in the calm lakes in the summer and surfing in the powerful coastal waters in the winter. He tells me that life is good. Friends, you'll find his full bio attached. Lee, thank you so much for joining us today.
It's my pleasure. Thanks for inviting me.
Of course, you were on my list from the beginning. Are you ready for the questions I sent your way?
Yes.
Awesome. So the first one being, what's been your greatest challenge in the last several months?
Yeah, it was a great question when you fired it over, and I definitely took some time to kind of consider all the options of everything that has happened. I tried to take it from a personal approach of what's actually impacted me the most, and I'd probably say it's been the shift in people's mindsets over the last couple of months. My mindset was, okay, there's a problem, let's find a solution, let's move forward, let's move past this, let's get things going. And I found it very different in terms of other people's approaches. Some people took the other approach very, very quickly of, we have to hide, we have to hunker down, we can't move forward, we have to wait for somebody to make a decision, tell us what to do. And for me, I felt like I was taking on the weight of the world for a lot of people, and that no, we need to go now. Like, we have to get this fixed, we have to move forward. So other people took it emotionally in terms of they were struggling with what to do next. I was struggling with, how can you not see what to do next? Here's a path, let's move forward. So for me, that's been my biggest struggle over the last probably 3-4 months, of just that big gap in mindset that I hadn't seen before. And almost this pandemic definitely kind of almost divided people even more, in terms of some really just want to sit and wait, and others are, no, let's go, let's get going, let's happen now kind of thing.
Yeah, I agree. Now, do you think that has anything to do with whether they've been, fortunate to receive CERB, or even the loans from the government, or have you noticed that has also polarized people?
Yeah, some of it, yes and no, but I know a lot of people that, and don't get me wrong, a lot of people lost their jobs. I lost a business during this as well, and like having to recover. So everyone's losing something in some way, shape or form. I think it's more how people are dealing with, I would call it uncertainty of what's going to happen next. So I think for me, I think that's the biggest one, of just them not being able to see that goal or that vision or that light in the tunnel right now. And just them really struggling to get past themselves of, okay, what do we do next? And again, for me, I find it hard to live in that world of what do I do next. I would rather, I'm doing this next, even if it might be right or wrong, or I'm not sure yet. For me, I need to feel as if I'm like going towards a direction of some kind.
I understand that completely. I get it. What about the 3 things that you want to share with everyone today?
So yeah, going back to the mindset thing, the first one would be, stop waiting. Like, if there's something you want to do, if there's something you need to do, if there's something you see the potential for, if the people around about you aren't moving forward, like, just stop waiting. Like, you can move forward. Like, even if it's a baby step, even if it's you just picking up the phone to ask for help, or even if it's just you updating your bio on LinkedIn because now your CERB is coming to an end and you have to start looking for a job, or whatever it is. Like, just take one step today, not tomorrow, not next week. Don't plan for it. Just do something today that's going to get that baby step to start moving things forward. The next one would be fluid with your plan. Like, we all know your plans aren't going to be accurate. Nobody knows if there's going to be a second wave. Nobody knows what's coming. Nobody knows if we've got another shutdown. Nobody knows if this is just going to vanish like H1N1 and all these other things. Like, nobody knows. So just plan for the future, but don't have everything so concrete in your plan that you can't be fluid with your plan as you're going along, because there is going to be world events you just can't account for. and you are going to have to be fluid as you move along.
Mhm.
And the last one is be okay with just knowing that this is going to pass. Like, again, people have lost businesses, people have lost their jobs. Unfortunately, people are losing houses. Like, there's a lot of very negative things happening right now. But just like everything else in the world, like, this will pass as well. Like, you're having a bad day right now, you're having a bad situation right now. Things can get better. But again, you have to take action now just to take that one step forward, closer towards more a positive outcome. Uh, and again, I'm very sympathetic and empathetic towards everyone that has lost something or has had to deal with something very severe during this. But again, it is going to pass. Like, and all I kind of plead for anyone that's in that dark hole is call somebody. If you need to call me, I'm more than happy just to listen. If you want to call, I'm sure Catherine, she's more than happy to listen. Like, just reach out for help. Just make that one phone call and somebody's willing to help you.
Oh, that's wonderful, Lee. Isn't that true? It's takes a community, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's
And even,
really it's hard for some to reach out though, isn't it?
yeah, and even for me, I wouldn't say I'm the most warm and fuzzy person at the best of times. But during this time period when I've been struggling, like, I have had to force myself to reach out. And it's been to people like Stan, you know very well, and Matt, you know very well, like, hey, I'm struggling. Like, I don't know what my mindset's like. Like, help me just see this a little bit clearer today. Or is this really where I am right now? Is there no way I'm going to get there? Like, but people just need to be okay knowing that they can pick up a phone or send a quick email or a text, and somebody's willing to listen. They just have to make that effort to reach out.
Yeah. There's a lot of fear before we do that though, isn't there?
Yeah. Yeah, it's not nice because you never know what's going to come back. But I would probably say 90% of the time that I've done it, it's always been a positive response of, yep, happy to help. Yep,
Yeah.
pick up a phone. Yeah, let's meet for coffee. Like,
Yeah.
the odds are
Everyone's
pretty high. Yeah.
everyone's been through something, so we're together in it, aren't we?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And how are you finding with your community and on Vancouver Island? Is there some are people starting to move in terms of like new areas, new economies, new industries, anything like that starting to happen, or how's it looking out there?
Yeah, Vancouver Island's a kind of unique place because it is a bubble in itself.
Hmm.
And because the the volume of COVID cases on the island is very low, I would say we're very fortunate in that I wouldn't say it's not affected us, but it's not affected us to the same extent as, say, like Toronto or Ottawa or Quebec, where they've had a really harsh shutdown.
Hmm.
Most people are going about the day-to-day life. Yes, they wear masks. Yes, we got social distancing and hygiene, and but most people are going back to almost a day-to-day existence of going to grocery stores. Some movie theaters are now open. Social gatherings, as long as they're under 50, we can still do. So, like, I have to be honest, it's very fortunate I'm not in one of those towns or cities that have severe lockdown right now. Um, so yeah, I would say that the economy is starting to pick back up on Vancouver Island.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
Awesome. And what about your last piece with good news or legacy story or what you think is next for you?
Yeah, so probably a legacy story would be for the InCharge Life platform that we manage. So InCharge Life is a software platform that controls all the access controls, payment processes and softwares and apps for the fitness industry all across Canada. And one of our things that we decided to do as soon as we found out about COVID was to create access controls for all the health clubs.
Mm-hmm.
So what we do is we allow them to have an app so they can do COVID tracing straight away. People have to fill in a questionnaire. They get reminded every time they come in to refill in the questionnaire. And we've got a whole bunch of other steps in place that really protect not only the health club user, but also the health club manager and owner as well, so that everything's all documented as people are coming in and out. So for us, that's been a huge lifesaver for our clients all across Canada, and that they were allowed to open, they're allowed to open safely, and they can monitor the traffic in and out of the club any time. So unlike, say, a supermarket that you can wander in and out of and nobody will ever know whether you've been there or not, we have a full tracking system that if something was to happen in one of our clubs, we can tell you within a 30 to 1 hour radius of a 1 hour period of exactly who you came in contact with. And then we can actually go and alert them instantly of, hey, you were in contact with Catherine, this is what's happened, and please go get yourself tested. So for us, that's our legacy of, we've really tried to make it as safe as possible for health club users to go back to the kind of healthy lifestyle that they wanted to do.
That's excellent, Lee.
Yeah.
Do you know my friends Dan and Elena over at TerraHub?
No?
Oh, I'm going to introduce you. You're in the same kind of space, and I think there might be some collaboration opportunity there.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, good. Awesome, friend. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. I know you're a busy guy, and keep up all the good work out there. Enjoy the rest of this amazing summer.
Yeah, no, and thank you very much for hosting these. It's been educational watching them like week to week, so thank you.
Oh, thank you, Lee. Thanks again.
Okay, take care.
Take care, Lee. Everyone, that was my friend Lee Cassells. Please check out his amazing new initiative and how he's making it so that we can all work out and stay healthy. So enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for joining us on Cat's Track. We'll see you next time.